Good afternoon. It's late. It's after 4. Sorry that my lighting isn't the greatest. Um, I have had a day. Um, at just after noon yesterday, my roommate's wife, Crystal, her best friend's mother was found unresponsive um, in her apartment. She's younger than I am. She's 60, 61. Uh, just a couple of weeks ago, she was diagnosed with uh, breast cancer, not breast cancer, lung cancer. And she, or um, Jess, uh, Crystal's best friend, um, didn't know what stage it was. I don't know if even the labs came back. Um, we're assuming it was stage 4 or end stage. Um, Yesterday, she was found unresponsive in her apartment by a neighbor. All the windows were open. Uh, she was taken to Central Maine Medical Center here in Lewiston. Uh, Crystal was with Jess and her mom practically all night. Um, Jess's mom attained a level of consciousness where she verbally uh, advised the doctor in charge that she wants a DNR and a DNI. Do not intubate, do not resuscitate. This devastated, obviously, her daughter Jess. Um, and Crystal was right there too. And Crystal knew Jess's mom very well. Just after 7 o'clock this morning, phone call came that Jess's mom had passed away from the hospital. My roommate and his wife went to go get Jess at her house and brought them to the hospital, and they stayed with Jess's mom's body for a couple hours before they had to give it to the coroner. Um, I've been saying prayers incessantly, just like Thessalonians tells us to. Um, for Jess's mom in regards to whatever God's will would be. And I guess bringing her home was God's will. Um, I didn't know the woman, but increasingly so, people of my age, I'm 62, um, people my age or younger and healthier than I are unfortunately passing away. Um, this is weighing pretty heavy on my head. It's also weighing pretty heavy on my heart. Um, my stepmother has been gone 21 years. Um, my adopted dad, June, he'll be gone 10 years. My grandmother, she'll be gone 26 years in August. And my biological mother, 58 years in August. I never knew my biological dad, but he's been gone 38 years. So, and my grandfather has been gone 61 years. I know, given my health, type 1 diabetes, 32 years. My heart disease, 2 heart attacks, triple bypass, 2 stents inserted on top of the triple bypass. I have 4 blockages, still 2 that are 90, 1 that's 100, and another that's 50. I'm yet to be cleared to go back to Planet Fitness and exercise. I'm trying to get that certification. I have a cardiology appointment in 2 weeks, at the end of the month. I'm grateful for every day that God wakes me up, allows me to wake up. I'm not going to do the curriculum we've been doing today. God never blinks. I have an issue that's weighing heavy on my mind. Crystal's cousin that lives across the hall, she just turned 28. Her boyfriend, 39. Yeah, I know. I'm not 100% with that. They have the financial ability to share expenses 50-50 with Tiffany's moms, plural. We also are transporting them to and from work 5 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, for gas money. As you know, our vehicle is older, to 1991. 170,000 miles on it. We put going to be $3,700 worth of repairs just in the past year. I had asked Tiffany's boyfriend to help kick in with those repairs. Having the power steering on Friday looked at, driving lights installed, and a signal switch replaced. Um, I'm short on the money. Um, we're going to be good with our mechanic. But I said, you know, we're driving my roommate's wife to work 4 or 5 days a week, Tiffany to work 4 or 5 days a week, her boyfriend 4 or 5 days a week. So not everyone works on the same day at the same time in the same location. And the wear and tear in our car has really become unsustainable. And reaching out to the people that have benefited for almost a year and a half of our transportation without asking anything more than gas money, um, that's come to an end. Our target date is to let things slide until the first day of spring. And then April 1st is D-Day. I had a conversation with Tiffany's boyfriend on Sunday. Um, that didn't go over very well. $15 to $20 a week does not pay for a $400 repair bill. Being age 39, such as he is, Tiffany's 28, they're going to need at least $3,500 to get a place of their own. They're going to need at least $2,500 for a vehicle and maintain it. So that's upfront $5,000, $5,000. Yes, they work. They say they're putting money away. I haven't seen it. But taking people at their word and saying we're trying and not seeing any progress in regards to that, I have, today I'm wearing yellow instead of the green for time in between holidays, normal time. I feel it my responsibility as a father figure and a member of this family and half owner of our car to state such. The younger generation across the hall is not paying 50% of the rent. They're not paying 50% of utilities. They're not paying 50% of the Wi-Fi. They're not paying 50% of the streaming services. They're not going to the supermarket or to Walmart, the grocery side, to kick in for food. They also have health issues, musculoskeletal, female plumbing, that they're not taken care of. And my heart breaks. I was taught from a very young age that you pay your bills, regardless whether you borrow or receive it as a gift or as a favor. Um, and if you're participating in any group activity, going somewhere, like going bowling and then going out to dinner, yeah, you split it. Um, you're getting a ride from someone for a year and a half, and they ask you to help out with repair money. You don't offer, you don't suggest, you don't say no, you don't fly off the handle in regards to what a piece of shit car you're riding in. And if it was that other person, they'd go out and get something new when they can't afford something themselves. So Sunday morning, I said, we'll continue to do this for 6 weeks. But April 1st, you either have to have a promise that you'll try and find your way home on days when the bus runs at in between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. when you work. You open a store earlier than that, we could surely get you to work at 5 a.m. But you gotta pony up. You gotta buck up. And we're going to need help because we can't keep doing this. Last summer, for 3 months, when we needed engine repairs, and a year ago, October, when we didn't even have the car for years, they made do. They called on other friends. I gave them, at least a dozen bus tickets. I'm not looking for anything in return, but I am looking for help with repairs, something other than gas money. I'm retired. I am also disabled. My roommate is also disabled. We're on a fixed income. We are fortunate enough, again, like I say, to have a roof over our head, clothes on our backs, food in our stomachs, and the bills are paid. I am grateful for that every day. It's becoming apparent to me that other people in my family do not have those ethics, those morals. What I see, and I'm not sticking my nose in their expenses, but what I see is most of their income is literally going up in smoke. You know, that's all and fine, but I was taught when you get your paycheck, rent or mortgage, roof over your head, pay your phone, pay your internet, pay whatever medical bills you have, do credit card bills that you have, do your utilities, your electric, your heat, your sewer, your water. Fill your cupboard, your pantry, your refrigerator, your freezer with food. And then and then fill a gas tank in your car. Pay your car insurance. Make your car payment. And if all those are paid and you have some left over, then that's discretionary income. That's what you use to go have dinner if you can. That's what you use to go to the dispensary. That's what you do to go to the liquor store. That's what you go to the pizzeria or sandwich shop. But all those bills have to be paid first. Your financial obligations and your financial responsibilities to your family. If you have kids, diapers, wipes, kid food, kids' clothes, all this stuff comes first. We're taught as Christians to take 10% off the top, not even 10% off your net, 10% off your gross, and use it as a tithe, whether that's to your church or to whatever organizations you support. Yeah, I don't get any financial help doing my church here. I'm not asking you to. I did ask last summer with a GoFundMe page that I had in the chat here, because I did need help with the repair bills. Just the engine was $1,100, $500 to put it in, another $300 for brake parts, and another $50 to have those put in. We've had our engine, our brakes, our exhaust, our heater core, new tires. And the car's 34 years old. It's it's older than Crystal's cousin. It's almost as old as her boyfriend. It's almost as old as Crystal is. It needs to be taken care of. It needs to be maintained so we could drive it. And then whatever's extra from our use is what we help out with transportation for other people. On the bottom of my the chat here, there's an article in regards to family planning, but it's also more pertinent to the point of financial obligations and responsibility. Teenagers need to know this. People in their 20s need to know this. People in their 30s, almost 40s, if you haven't learned it by then, you got a problem. Yesterday morning rather, Jason and I went to Walmart in Auburn to get our groceries, $328. And it was one cart. That was before Jason went to go get his wife at work, and we got word about the tragedy about Jess's mom. But before that, as Jason and I left home, I went straight to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles in town, and I picked up 3 driver's license manuals. I've been hearing for 2 years now, we're going to get our license. Crystal's not a problem. My priority is her cousin's boyfriend. And then it came to me that her cousin's boyfriend, at the age of 39, has never even driven a car in his life. Crystal's cousin, she's from California. Yeah, you need a car there, but there's also mass transit that you can get around. So I took it upon myself to go get them driver's license manuals. I pray that they just crack it and start reading it, and that they do go get their driver's license. I'm saying this as a father figure. I'm saying this as a Christian. Because it's in the Bible, you pay your bills and you pay your tithe. Gas money could be a tithe, but it's also 10% of what you're making, not $15 a week, especially at $3 plus a gallon. Not paying the insurance bill, not paying the repair bill. So I'm saying this as a father figure, as an adult who, like I told you before, I've known what it is to be wealthy. I also know what it is to be dirt poor. I also know what it means to be homeless. I also know what it means to be incarcerated for 16 years. My dad was a World War II bomber pilot. And his big thing was straighten up and fly right. And if you're an adult, act and conduct yourself in a responsible way so that others around you will give you the respect that you deserve. If you act like a child and are irresponsible, you're going to suffer for it because nobody's going to come and bail you out. So when you turn 18 in the United States, you could vote. When you turn 18, you can serve in the military. When you turn 17, you can get your driver's license. Some states it's 16, 15 for a farm license. You can get your own car insurance. You can own your own car. You could go get yourself a credit card. You can have a job. At 18, you can even get your own apartment if you could afford it. It hurts me deeply that there are people in my family who I love to no end, but I don't have the financial ability myself, nor does my roommate Jason, to carry people for more than a year. We're not asking for money as profit for ourselves or to pay for our time. We're just asking to share the responsibility of owning a car. We're just asking for 25% of the repair bill. We're not asking them to pay the whole thing. And I felt compelled today to say this, even though we've had a death in the family, even though there's expenses that come out of that, we can't shoulder them ourselves, and we shouldn't have to if we're hauling around to work and back, on errands and back, two adults, ages 28 and 39. People have to grow up and be responsible. And with that, I'll get off my soapbox for the day. When I come back in a few minutes, I will do today's prayer hour. Thank you very much. I had just had to get this off my chest. This is a supplementary video. It's listed as financial obligations and responsibilities. So thank you very much. God bless. And I pray your day today, Tuesday, has been a blessed one. Amen.